Hello again. So in the previous video of this playlist, we have talked about the creating of our project, of game project. In this video, we will talk about the entry point function, which is wWinMain. So I assume that, of course, you know how to code with C++. When you create your program in C++, usually the entry point is main like that, and you return 0. So that's the entry point. The entry point. What's mean the entry point function? You may have in your program many functions. The program will start with the main function. That's the meaning of the entry point function. When we create window program in Windows, we don't use this function main. We use wWinMain instead. Okay, so that's wWinMain. So you will find the link of this page and the descriptions below. So wWinMain, the application entry point, every Windows program includes an entry point function that is named either wWinMain or wWinMain. The signature of this function is, so that's the signature of this function. So it has 4 arguments. The first one is each instance, and that's the explanation of these arguments. Each instance is something called a handle to instance or handle to module. This operating system uses this value to identify the executable when it is loaded in memory. The instance handle is needed for certain Windows functions, for example, to load icon or bitmaps. Let me just show you something. Let's open the CMD. So task list. So task list command just shows all the programs running in the system. So here that's, for example, for this one, that's the name and that's the ID of this program. We call it PID usually, PID, okay? So this ID of this program is stored in this each instance, okay? That's the handle to the program. The next one is hPrevInstance. hPrevInstance has no meaning. It was used in 16-bit Windows, but now is always 0, so don't care about it at all. The third one is pCmdLine. It is a string, okay? So sometimes when you want to run, for example, some program, so program name, pgm name, exe, and you pass some parameters with this program. These parameters so stored here in this variable, okay? So that's the role of cmdLine. Okay, cmdLine contains the command line arguments as a Unicode string. So cmdShow is a flag that says whether the main application window will be minimized, maximized, or shown normally. Okay, here that means that the window is shown maximized or minimized, for example, like that, something like this. Okay. So let's use this signature here. Let's use this function in our program. We erase this because we don't use main. So I erase this semicolon and I return 0. Okay, so here it may we have a problem here, because when I use wInMain I must include Windows first, okay, because this function belongs to Windows header, okay, so I must use include Windows. So now we don't have any problem with wInMain. So here, if we compile, so this program has exited with the code 0, so that means that there is no problem. If you have any problem, that means that you have a problem with the creating of your project, because that's the first video in this playlist is very important. If you have any problem, just watch the first video in this playlist, okay. So that's it for this video. In the next video we will start coding or specifying our window, okay, just to show our window. So that's it. See you soon.